Srikanth Nagarla, and you are seeing the screen, right? So I'm going for the Tosca online training also. If anybody want to go for Tosca online training, please contact this number and drop your email. Okay. And one more thing. So I'm doing the Selenium videos step by step. All the videos I'm uploading into my YouTube channel. So please subscribe and share it and comment. And please comment, sir, upload. Sir, we are interested. So please upload. So if you comment, so I can understand. So I can go for the every concept very detailed manner, and up to frameworks I can upload the Selenium classes.
The last class I'm discussing topic locators ID I'm discussing, and second one is name, and third one is link text, partial link text. This is I am discussing ID, name, link text, yeah, link text, and partial link text. This is, but today I can go for introducing XPath. Okay, so what is XPath? We are discussing today topic. Simple. XPath is a unique locator to identify the web element in the web application. XPath is a unique locator to identify the web element in the web application. This is we are calling as a XPath. These XPaths are divided into two categories, two types. One is a relevant relevant XPath or path, and absolute path. Relevant path, absolute path. What is the relevant path? What is the absolute path? See, these XPath, yes, these XPath are divided into relevant path and absolute path. But this relevant path having double backslash like this, and this absolute path only single slash. Okay, like that is there. Okay, na? So this is what is this double slash or single shells? I will tell you. Right, this relevant path can identified by using current property based on, what's that? Current properties based on it can identify. Current property based on it can identify. But this absolute path can identify, okay, root path onwards. Root path onwards. What is the difference between current path, okay, current property, or root property, or root onwards we can identify? Very simple. If you take me, I'm introducing myself for you. I'm a Srikanth Nalagarla. Okay, so with that name you are identifying every day. That is called current property based on you are identifying. That is called, okay, relative path we can call. That's called relative path we can call. Okay, na? So current property, you don't know what is my root, what is my depth information. Okay, so what is my, okay, depth information you don't know. Just what you know, okay, my name is Srikanth Nalagarla. That based on you are identifying. So that is we are calling as a relative path. That's we are calling as a relative path we can call. But absolute path, what is a, my root onwards we can identify. My root onwards we can identify. Okay, so root is nothing but okay, for example, I am introducing myself, Srikanth Nalagarla. I'm introducing for you. Now you every day you are identifying. Same me only going for any my hometown, one function is going on. In that function I'm going. In that function, some of the old person can asking me, who are you? Old person means 85, 80 years person is asking me, who are you? Now what I am telling, I'm Srikanth Nalagarla. No, he is giving the reply, I don't want your name, who are you? Means he start asking who is the root. Means now I can think, oh, he's 85 years, so my grandfather. So I'm telling my grandfather name is so and so. My grandfather have the three sons. Yes, three sons. In the second son, I'm the son only. This is I'm telling. Means root onwards I'm coming and I'm telling. This is the we can call as a absolute path we can call. Okay, I will show you what is a relative path to absolute path. When we can go for relative path, it can go for the double backslash like this, and the absolute path is coming to the single backslash. Okay, see, this is I can go for that practically on application. I can go for here like this. If you see this one, facebook.com. Okay, if you observe this facebook.com, yeah, see, this is a email. Right click and inspect. This is we are calling as a, it will be open the source code like this. Okay, firebug, this is called firebug. Okay, now whatever the element it will be selected, blue line element, right click on that to make export for that element. To make that element purpose export, now right click on that. Okay, copy. Now see, copy. Now see here, export is there. This is called export. Click on the export. Now I'm taking the notepad. Okay, and this is a export will be coming. This is we are calling as a, okay, double backslash we can call it. Are you understanding? This is a double backslash. This is we are calling. Okay, so this is we are calling. Okay, for example, password purpose you want to go for that. Right click on the password, inspect. Now you say right click on the selected, okay, source code, copy, now export. Now that element related export we can call it also. This is we are calling as a relative path we can call. That's we are calling as a relative path. That's we are calling as a relative path we can call. Understood? This is how we are calling as a relative path. But what is absolute path? What is absolute path? What is the absolute path? We can go for that. What is a absolute path? Now see, observe what is absolute path. For example, when we can go for here, this is image. Right click and I can go for inspect my image and right click here. Now copy this one. Okay, and this is export. Now observe. See, this is called absolute path. So, where onwards it is finding that image? HTML, body, div1, div3. This is all root onwards coming and that image it can finding only. Are you understanding? This is called absolute path we can call. This is called absolute single backslash. This is we are using single back. Okay, so like that we can go for that. So this is a relative path and this is a absolute path. Sir, why that element purpose like this coming and this element purpose like this coming? See, when you are observe this one, see here, no id value, no id value, no name value, nothing properties here. Are you observed? This image, no properties, name properties are not there, id properties is not there. Now it is giving to the absolute path only. So whenever particular element not have the id property, name property like that, now it will giving to the absolute path only. When id is there, name is there, when id is there, then it's giving to the like this relative path only. Okay, na? So it is identifying by using current property based on, but this is identified by using root path onwards. Yes, both of you, are you got it this point? Export, how to get the export? How to get the export? Very simple points. First, open application, whatever the element you want to make the export. So right click on that element, inspect the element. Now that element related source code will be highlighted. That source code you can right click, copy, now export. When you can copy it, then you can copy paste to here only. This is we are calling. Okay. Absolute path also same. This is my image. Right click on that image and go for the inspect element. That okay, selected code I can go for here. This is a copy and paste here. Now this is a I want to write here. So like this we can go for that. In this manner we can go for that. Clear? So this is a we are calling as a getting the absolute path and relative to path. Okay na? What is the relative path? Relative path can identify current property based on, but absolute path can identify root path onwards. Relative path have the double backslash. So absolute path have the single backslash. Okay, this is a you need to identify. Yes, got it. That based on how we can identify. Same, nothing difference here. See, I can go for here. This is a I can make it XPath related. This is XPath related. Yes, this is a right click, new class. I can go for the example for XPath. Okay, XPath. Now it's taking same example. I can go for here. What is the same example I can go for here means same thing. This is a I can go for opening. This is demowebshop.com. Okay, yeah, this is I can do. Fine. Okay, Facebook, any application, not a problem. Okay, facebook.com. This is we can open generally, but now same to perform that application. This is we can go for that. Right click. This is the inspect, and this is right click, copy, paste it. Okay, that's fine. Now it's coming to identifying. Okay, this is a property. This is an XPath. Copy that. Now I want to start writing by using XPath in my script. See, I'm using XPath. Okay, na? Right. Simple. No difference. See, to identify the element, not at all. It's a new syntax. Only one syntax. WebDriver reference dot find element. Yes, find element by dot what's that? XPath we can view. Now this is a double quotation. We can view to like this. But here you want to remember this double backslashes, double quotations, you can change to the single quotations. Okay, na? That is a error is throwing. So take care of that single quotation. You can use it. Okay. Now dot. Now send keys. I can write here Srikanth. I can write same manner password. I can go for that. For example, driver dot find element by dot XPath of that. What is XPath? I want to write it. I can start finding XPath. Same password. Right click, inspect element, and right click on that. Copy. Now go for XPath. I can write, and this is a I want to write here, and go for the single quotation. Yes, this is a single quotation I want to write. And dot send keys I can write here. Now this we are calling as a okay, like that we can write it. And same thing, I want to click on the button. So right driver dot find element. You can use one XPath, one ID, one name, whatever it may be, but we are using XPath. That's the reason all I'm using the XPath. Okay, so if you want to go for XPath, XPath ID mixed also you can use, nothing difference, nothing problem. Okay, now this right click and inspect element. Yes, now this is the inspect element and this is a copy. Yes, and I can go for here. This is a path, XPath, a single quotation. See, when ID is not there, then it's giving to the XPath, the absolute path is coming. Absolute path is coming. Okay. Now dot click, I can go for that. Yes, guys, this is a click. Okay, now fine. Now see, if you run it, click run button. Now see, is executing. Yeah, open the facebook.com and it will identify the email text box. Enter, click on login button. Yes, just click on the login button. So invalid data I'm giving. So it's giving to the yes. Okay now. So this is we can call as a we can go for here implementing. Got it? This manner I want to go for the here implementing. Understood? This is the way you can go for the XPath only. Okay, right. Remember, we have a lot of examples, lot of topic will be there for the XPath. I will tell you. Okay, now remember the XPath. What you remember the XPath? What is XPath? To make the XPath, what is the navigation? Okay, and what types we can go for the XPath? Okay, na relative XPath or absolute XPath is there. Okay, na remember this is the point you can remember. Clear? Right, fine. Next one is
Srikanth Nalvarla, and you are seeing the screen, right? So I'm going for the Tosca online training also. If anybody want to go for Tosca online training, please contact this number and drop your email. Okay. And one more thing. So I'm doing the Selenium videos step by step, or all the videos I'm uploading into my YouTube channel. So please subscribe and share it and comment. And please comment, sir, upload. Sir, we are interested. So please upload. So if you comment, so I can understand. So I can go for the every concept very detailed manner, and up to frameworks I can upload the Selenium classes.